So we are almost a week out from Thanksgiving, and I've already heard people complaining about gaining weight or feeling like their fitness is getting off over the holidays. And to tell you the truth, this is pretty typical. Between shopping for presents, trying to make get-togethers, holiday plans, all that stuff, it gets really stressful. And this is usually the time when a lot of people put their health and fitness aside for about 2 months, and then come January, well, they regret it. So in this video, we're gonna talk about how you can make it through the holidays without counting a single calorie, without counting any macros, or feeling like you had to skip out on your favorite meals. So let's get into it. Now, first, let's talk about the piece that, well, most people don't want to talk about, and that's the fact that it's not one meal. It's not 2 meals that's going to throw off your health and fitness. It's actually the collection of the whole holiday season being in a bit of chaos that makes you gain the weight, that makes you lose the gains, and, well, just kind of makes you feel like you lost control over the holidays because, well, you did. So I'm going to give you a strategy so that you can do better. And that strategy doesn't involve counting calories, it doesn't involve counting macros, and it doesn't involve avoiding your favorite holiday foods. So in today's video, I want to give you 5 easy things that you can do that are going to help keep you on track. So tip number 1, and I was actually talking with my training client about this just this morning, and that is to keep your sleep schedule the same as much as possible over this holiday season. And this may be the most important thing that you can do. And the reason why is because everything else is gonna follow. I know that it's gonna be super tempting to wanna sleep in on certain days, but when you sleep in too much, then you don't eat at the right times, everything else gets pushed back. So one of the easiest ways that you can control your holiday season, your fitness, your nutrition, all that stuff, is to simply control when you go to sleep and when you wake up. It can be that easy. All right, tip number 2. Tip number 2 is you need to keep your workouts over these holidays. Do not skip the workouts. I already know that you're gonna be eating foods that are not the healthiest. We know that you're gonna possibly be taking in more calories, so that's even more reason why you need to make sure that you are not skipping your workouts, all right? All right, and tip number 3. Tip number 3 is gonna seem pretty basic, and I'm gonna go over it quick because it can be a touchy subject for some people, but tip number 3 is gonna be to avoid drinking any more alcohol than you normally do. In fact, if you can just avoid drinking alcohol over the holidays, then that is gonna save you a whole bunch of headache, pun intended. Now, I understand that drinking is built into kind of like our social structure, but in reality, it's just extra calories, and you don't always make the best food decisions when you're buzzed, because taco trucks exist at 2 o'clock in the morning for a reason. All right, and tip number 4 is probably one of my all-time favorites. I use this one often, and that is never, ever show up to a dinner party with an empty stomach. I always pregame that bitch. I always pregame before I show up. So that means that I have consumed something that has a high amount of protein, either a protein shake, maybe some Greek yogurt, maybe I've just eaten a chicken breast before I go. Not a full meal, but something that's gonna hold me for a while so I don't end up gorging on hors d'oeuvres and drinks and then just way too much food. And my very last tip that I can give you today is use the 80% rule. So instead of trying to use willpower and just avoid all of your favorite holiday foods, only eat until you're about 80% full. So here's the easiest way to apply this. Slow down when you eat and stop when you're about 80% full rather than 100% full. And this is a technique that you can use all year round, not just for the holidays. Look, the point of the holidays is to enjoy food and to enjoy the people you're with, not to be one of those people that brings your food scale to Thanksgiving dinner or someone that's counting calories on every single cookie that they put in their mouth. But you also don't have to go overboard. So let me know in the comments below if you have tried any of these, or if you have a different tip that has helped you make it through the holidays. You can drop that below as well. And if you'd like to see another video of mine, it'll probably pop up somewhere. Have a good one. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.